Thus have I heard. On one occasion, the Blessed One was living near Savatthi at Jetavana, at Anandapindika's monastery. Then he addressed the monks, saying, "Monks." "Venerable Sir," said the monks, by way of reply. The Blessed One then spoke as follows. Monks, 11 advantages are to be expected from the release or deliverance of the heart by familiarizing oneself with thoughts of loving kindness, metta, by the cultivation of loving kindness, by constantly increasing these thoughts, by regarding loving kindness as a vehicle of expression, and also as something to be treasured, by living in conformity with these thoughts, by putting these ideas into practice, and by establishing them. What are these 11? 1 sleeps in comfort. 1 awakes in comfort. 1 sees no evil dreams. 1 is dear to human beings. 1 is dear to non-human beings. Devas and gods protect them. Fire, poison, and the sword cannot touch them. Their mind can concentrate quickly. Their countenance is serene. They die without being confused in the mind. And if they fail to attain arahantship, here and now, they will be born in the Brahma world. These 11 advantages, monks, are to be expected from the release of the heart by familiarizing oneself with thoughts of loving kindness, by cultivation of loving kindness, by constantly increasing these thoughts, by regarding loving kindness as a vehicle of expression, and also as something to be treasured, by living in conformity with these thoughts, by putting these ideas into practice, and by establishing them. So said the Blessed One. Those monks rejoiced at the words of the Blessed One. Taking this time just to come into the present moment and just noticing, what sort of space am I in right now? Am I aware of my body? What's happening emotionally? What's happening mentally? And just, we're not trying to control anything, as you know, we're just simply coming into presence. And all these things can be flittering about, but if we can just gently turn our attention to an awareness of being, And it's a good time to just really feel some sort of metta, loving kindness towards yourself. If you're at this moment struggling, if you're feeling tense or bored or tired or grumpy or fearful, can you just have a sense of loving kindness towards yourself? Just acceptance that it's okay. Or if you're feeling kind of guilt-ridden or regretful of something that's just happened, can you just bring that loving kindness towards yourself? Which might need to entail some sort of forgiveness, forgiving and letting go of any judgment, heaviness that you might have towards this perception of yourself. So with metta meditation, we always start with ourselves. Well, this idea of ourselves, well, this experience of this person who's always going to be imperfect. Make no mistake about it, the personality will always be imperfect. But you know what? That's okay, because we can forgive that. We don't expect anything perfect from the person. So we come back to feeling into that place within our hearts that is perfect, that doesn't judge, that doesn't condemn, that doesn't say what's right or wrong or good or bad. And we all have that. We just need to turn our attention towards it, to recognize that place. That felt sense. So even if you're feeling like, I've got no idea what she's talking about, I can't feel that at all, don't worry, just be cool, just be okay with it. So we start consciously cultivating these thoughts, as the Buddha said, cultivating metta with thoughts of loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful. May I be free from fear. May I be free from anxiety, depression. May I be free from hatred and delusion. May I be free from that harsh judge, that tyrant, that inner tyrant. And may I learn just to love and accept myself in all my imperfections. Now, if you're finding it hard to have metta towards yourself, then I suggest that you bring to mind that one thing in your life that you find it super easy to feel loving towards. It could be a puppy dog. It could be a flower, a tree. It might be a person, a baby, a child. So often it's those things that we feel don't judge us, that always show us unconditional love, that radiate purity, innocence, like animals do, like babies do, like trees do. So select whatever you need to bring to mind to help you feel a sense of expansiveness, openness, peace, kindness. And once you've connected with that source, just allow those feelings to permeate throughout your whole being. Through your body, through your mind, and notice the impact. Bringing to mind this particular object has on your heart and how it can still the heart. So may I be well, may I be peaceful, may I be free from all the afflictions. So now, if you're feeling somewhat more kind and loving towards yourself, then bring to mind those people closest to you who you feel could do with a dose of metta. Your parents, your family. And again, the metta meditation is simply wishing, cultivating those thoughts. May my parents be well. Even if they're not alive still, it's okay. You can still send metta. May they be peaceful. Wherever they are. May they be free from fear and anxiety. You might also wish to send them thoughts of loving kindness so that they come in contact with the teachings to help them on their path. And if you have siblings, again, you can just say quietly within your heart, may my brothers and sisters be well. May they be free from harm. May they always be free from anxiety and fear. May no harm come to them. Extending these feelings of metta outwards towards your other circles, companions, your friends, your colleagues, your workmates. Someone might pop into mind who you feel really needs some loving kindness sent to them. So you can choose to focus on particular people, or generally you can just say, may my friends be well. May they be free from harm. May they be free from anxiety. May they find peace within their hearts. And as you're doing this practice, try to feel it throughout your whole being so that you can imagine that you're radiating this loving kindness. If you're a visual person and you find that you like to imagine a light or something, that's okay too. So you might imagine metta as a white light or a golden light or a pink light. And you can imagine yourself radiating that light out towards these people. And then with metta, we extend it. If you feel okay, then you can choose someone who you're having a lot of trouble with, who, you might perceive as an enemy. But don't force this. But you can try it. This kind of works magic to change those sorts of relationships. So if there's someone you're really struggling with and you feel that you can do it, You simply say in your heart, may they be well. May I let go of any hostility. May they let go of any hostility. May I recognize their Buddha nature. May harmony grow between us. And if it's too hard, if it just brings up too much fear or anger, try to just have metta towards those feelings. Okay, it's all right. It's not the right time. Maybe later. So you work at this. Don't expect to feel super love easily and quickly. But then again, you might. So that's okay. And then now we extend this metta towards all beings. Visible, invisible. But perhaps we should consciously send metta to all the people at the moment who are really suffering because of COVID, for whatever reason, due to isolation, loneliness, fear, loss of a loved one, loss of their own good health, loss of their livelihood. There's a lot of suffering in the world at the moment. So to radiate metta towards all beings, especially those who need it most. May all beings be well. May all beings be free from fear, from anxiety. May all goodness flow to them. May prosperity come into their lives. May the Dharma come into more and more people's lives to help them develop wisdom to deal with these adversities. So whatever thoughts of loving kindness work for you, so we have thoughts of loving kindness here. We have thoughts of compassion, which naturally flow on as an add-on effect of having loving kindness. And then we can have compassion for others with their suffering. We can rejoice in the goodwill, the fortune that people have in their lives, rejoice and send thoughts of increasing that. And at the same time, we feel the equanimity. We know that this is all appearance. This is all the dream playing itself out. And if we can find our inner refuge, we stay calm and stable, just knowing that things arise and change constantly. But deep within the heart is the deathless Dharma, the unchanging, the immovable. Our refuge of peace, our refuge of wisdom. And when we touch into that again, even if it's only for a moment, that's when we find that these four Brahma Viharas naturally arise. So just spend the last minute or so just feeling into checking in again with yourself. And noticing just how you feel now. We're not looking for anything in particular. You might notice that you feel more peaceful, more open, more expansive. But you also might find that this has triggered stuff. You might feel negative, shut down. It doesn't matter. So if you're feeling a bit cynical or dark, just be aware of that. This is good for the practice. But be aware with an attitude of loving kindness toward yourself. And now I recite the Buddha's words on loving kindness. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud or demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety. May all beings be happy. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born. May all beings be happy. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will. Whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding.